here's my indyclover update after selling there for 3 weeks. My first payout was $355. My second payout was $433. And then my last week payout was $200, which was a lot lower, but everyone else's payout seemed to be a little bit lower. So it must have just been a really slow week for the store. So my total payout was $989, but then after cost of goods, total profit was $580. That was about $200 a week, which I definitely want to increase that number, but I'm going to do a couple things to always learn what's selling more. I might potentially get a second booth and just spend less time also up there. I was going up a few times a week to do restocks, which I'll probably do if I'm up there, but I'm probably not going to make the trip and spend the extra amount of time since the payouts are still a little bit lower. Sold 44 items with an average cost of goods of $10 and an average sale price of $35. I'm finding that things that sell really quickly are things that are between the $20 and $25 range. I think having the $35 to $50 range, I've had some really good sales that way, but I want to maybe have a bigger mix of like a $20 to $25 sale price and then having just a few of the $30 to $35 since the $20 to $25 are turning over a lot quicker. So ideally need to make my cost of goods lower between like the $4 to $6 range. I've been sourcing at like other buy sell trade stores and thrift stores, so my cost of goods has been a little bit higher. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do to decrease that. I do recommend if you can source inventory a lot cheaper, that is definitely the best way to source for an indyclover booth. In terms of what has been selling, Revolve and especially Aritzia have been selling really well, and trendier shoes have been selling well, which I haven't sold a ton of shoes, but when I have put them in there, they've sold really quick. Like I put some New Balance shoes in there and they sold for $50 like in the first day. And then I also had some really cute Steve Madden like vintage looking shoes that sold, I think I had them like for $40-ish, and those sold really quick too, I believe. I'm probably gonna put some more shoes in there because I believe I can source shoes between like the $10 and $15 range and be able to price them for like $35 to $50. Overall, I've still been really enjoying it. You could say that like you can have a live show or something and probably make this money in like one day, but honestly I still hate the idea of having to like show up for a live sale and also ship everything. So if I can just go to indyclover once a week on like Saturdays and restock my booth and everything, and that's all I do, then I would be really happy with the money that I'm making. I'm going to continue to see what works in order to increase the amount I'm making and decrease the amount of time spent. So I'll continue to keep you updated on how things are going. If you have any specific questions, feel free to let me know.